Greg, women have rights too. Welcome back to the Fresh Thoughts from the Hearts podcast. I'm your host, Kristen Hart. And
I'm your host, Gregory Hart. Women have rights.
Yes, they do.
I just don't think they should have as many as they do. Just kidding. New episode. What up? Welcome to the crib.
Welcome.
What do you think? Did you have a good week? Did you get shit done? Did you get shit accomplished? Is your life fucking fulfilled?
It's getting there.
Do you want to go into a deep rant of how I think we should change our lives?
No. Isn't that every episode?
Yeah, I'm not going to do it to you again, okay?
Okay.
Again.
Just
Do
later.
I always say again?
Again.
Do I do it like that every time?
I don't know.
Again.
I'm trying to remember what you said earlier that I made fun of you for how you said it.
Okay, got a little bit of the literacy problem, okay? I jump around. I had a cousin that had a missing tooth, and he fucked up all of his words, and he pretty much raised me.
Who?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think we're fucking grinding. I think we're getting farther ahead in life here lately.
I think we're really, we're getting into a routine.
Yeah.
We're seeing the good effects of it. We haven't been incredibly strict on it, but we've been better.
We have been better.
Much better.
I think that there's a lot of fucking ups and downs in everyone's life, and you try and just get yourself back to the way you thought you should be or want to be as quick as possible, and don't let the downtimes be too long. But that was a long one. Mm-hmm. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Let's roll into it, okay? What's the best and worst parts of your week? This is rose or thorn. Oh, rose and thorn. We should have rose and thorns about each other every week too.
Ooh.
Stuff I like that you did this week and stuff that I'm like, nah.
Well, my rose actually is something you did this week.
Oh.
My rose is I got a new iPad. And Greg bought it for me.
You know something funny?
What?
I originally saw you write rose. My friend Kayla came over.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I'm like, did she buy you a fucking iPad though? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I have such a hard time focusing and thinking back on the last couple of weeks to actually think about stuff that happened. And then it was I wrote that because it was literally just yesterday. It was the first thing I could think of. And then when I
write it on?
I wrote it on my iPad.
Oh my God.
Craig, don't judge me. After I sat there and thought for 4 more seconds, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I got an iPad this week.
I didn't see you change it. I was waiting for you to do that, and then I was just going to light you up on here.
No, I changed it.
It doesn't have to be your best thing.
It definitely is.
But it is a very materialistic thing, so I get it. If
no,
you're like, you know what?
That's not why it's the best part of my week. It's not the best part of my week because I got an iPad and I can show people now that I have an iPad.
That's true.
It's because of the thought behind it. I bought us our very first laptop together as a couple, and then you destroyed it, and I
didn't break it. I used it to try and do this podcast, and it rendering and editing so much and doing hours and hours and hours and hours on it, it's slow as fuck.
I try to use it for Facebook, and the fans and
the speakers are trash. The laptop was it was the highest shit i5 computer we could buy. If you don't know what that is, it's a middle grade processor, and it had a graphics card which we needed.
It was what we could afford.
Yes.
At the time.
Continue.
But it was just the thought behind it. You made me a very nice video to receive my iPad and talked about just all the stuff we've gone through in the last year and how I have my own creative content I try to create, and you got me my iPad so I can start pursuing that more.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome.
You're a very good gift giver.
I think gift giving is so much it sounds so cliche, but it's so much better than receiving. You are a gift receiver person.
It's because I'm not a good gift giver.
Maybe other people understand this too, but
I get a lot of joy out of giving you a gift. I just have a hard time. I don't know what to get you. You're also the person that if you want something, you just go and get it. Anytime I have a good idea of a really good gift and I'm planning on getting you it for your birthday, 3 weeks before your birthday, all of a sudden you come home and you're like, look at what I got today.
Honey, there's a handful of things that I really want and you have not bought me.
Name a couple.
Nike Air Force Ones.
Because you have the pickiest taste.
How
many shoes
did you pictures of them? And
yes.
I showed you a couple this weekend that I liked.
And I can't find those. And then when we were at the mall looking at shoes this weekend, I commented on a few that I thought were really cool. And you're like, those are the ugliest shoes I've ever seen.
Okay, listen to this. You picked a fucking skin-colored Nike that
No.
you didn't notice. It was like a dark cream.
It was like a Carhartt, like brown.
Okay, it wasn't that dark, but okay, I'll put that there. But that's not what you missed. The black that you saw that was the rest of the shoe was mesh see-through.
Yeah, breathable.
How fucked up do you have to be to walk around with Nikes where you can see your fucking feet in them?
There was a black liner underneath it. They
No.
weren't, yeah.
The reason why I said no is because I saw your fucking finger in the shoe from the side of the shoe.
I don't think my finger ever went in the shoe.
The way you were holding on to it, you're grabbing on to like the fabric, and I could see your fucking fingernails through the shoe. They look they look like glorified water shoes.
Okay, I will give you that then. I did not notice that. I just thought the color scheme of the shoe was cool.
I don't hate it, but those are the ones where I expect you to go, what are you gonna wear that with?
Jeans? The only pants you ever wear?
What did I wear today? Khaki joggers.
When was the last time you wore those, Greg?
I'm just saying, babe. If I wore those khaki joggers today and we went out, I couldn't wear the khaki shoes.
No. Oh, I hate when you do that.
So aggressive.
Do you think your mic smells like your burps?
It smells like my ass. No. Sometimes when I burp like that, it genuinely feels like there's a chance of throw up. I've never actually thrown up. What do you do the first time we're driving down the street and I go and I fucking spray vomit on the dash?
You pull over and I get out of the truck.
Do you get sick?
No. Do you know where I work?
Yeah, you have a much, I almost said thicker gut than me. That sounds rude.
Stronger stomach, yeah.
That was so close. Okay, my rose. I am doing and hosting a memorial golf tournament for my dad.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I finally released where it is and how much it is and trying to get sponsors and raise some money. We're trying to raise some money for kids in my hometown that can't afford to play baseball. I'm a super nice guy. I honestly don't do anything to not get credit for it. So I'm not going to go around thinking that I'm the nicest guy in the world. I really do most of the things I do for me. Like, even when I bought the iPod, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to make a sick video for it. I'm going to get credit. Every girl's going to think that I'm just the nicest fucking husband. I'm just going to get my wife something.
That is not why you did it.
That's always what goes to my mind.
No, it's not. I don't believe you.
It is. No, I did know that you needed it, but I also love the, credit, you know?
Everyone does.
Don't talk louder this episode. I cranked up your gain. So if you talk louder this episode,
I will stop pulling
you'll be
the
twice
mic
as loud as me.
towards me.
No, but I don't need the golf term is fun. I'm happy to do it. I'm glad to raise money for kids to play baseball. And honestly, go ahead.
You're not giving money to kids in your hometown to play sports for you to get the credit. You're doing it because, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's because your dad was so involved in sports when you grew up and that was important to him. So I wouldn't say that's so that you can get the credit for it. It's something your dad would want the money to go to.
I'll break it down here. So my dad was the president of my hometown's baseball. He was the president of the baseball there. Sounds so weird when you don't say the town name. He was the president of baseball there, and he built a bunch of different diamonds, tried to get funding for more stuff, more diamonds so more kids could play. He was pretty keen on making sure that anyone that wanted to play could. He ran around like a freak. For being a fat man, he ran like a fucker for 4 years. Like, he would go to the diamonds and chalk them himself. As the president of minor baseball, he would go chalk the diamonds himself. He'd rake the diamonds himself. He
was passionate about it.
The guy wouldn't put together a barbecue because it'd be too much work. He'd work all weekend crushing a baseball tournament. But I understand that, I'm not looking for the credit of the sponsorship, the money for scholarships at the school in his name, for the kids that we're gonna be able to pay to play baseball. But I do love the idea of a golf tournament that just becomes a drunken shit show.
Yeah, your dad would love that. Yes,
he'd be all over it. He was the type of guy that and I think this is most men, he played golf 2 to 3 times a year. That's not the part that's like most men. But every single time he golfed, he was excited to have a good time and then was fucking pissed off by the end of the first hole because he was not great at golf. If he got a hold of a ball, it was a rope. But other than that, like, it's a frustrating game, and you could see that in him. So he'd just crank some pints and smoke some darts and have the best day of summer like everyone else does when they golf. But
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be a shit show with my family and friends and people that knew him. It's going to be I'm really excited for the tournament. It's going to be a lot of work leading up to it, especially when I leave for a bachelor party 7 days after it that I'm also planning.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of shit going on, but I'm fucking stoked. I think this is going to be a fucking huge summer for us.
Yeah, it's going to be another busy summer.
Yeah, I'm fucking jazzed about it.
I'm
What's
excited.
your thorn?
My thorn is I'm having a very hard time budgeting, buying new things for the house.
That's fair.
I'm really enjoying decorating it and getting everything set up, but I have a hard time deciding what to get and then what to wait on and what's essential and what we really don't need.
I think that every adult goes through 3 stages. I want to save money. I want to buy everything in sight. And then they go through, 4 stages. Then they go to, I really want to lose weight. Let's get McDonald's. Like,
Yeah.
it's very hard to stay consistent. And it seems like that's what takes to fucking actually change something. But we've went through those stages of, we really want to pay off all of our debt.
Yeah.
Then this weekend, we're like, let's go out together. Like, let's go. We went out for dinner twice.
Me too. We had a little like date weekend.
Yeah, we went out for dinner twice. We went to like a bunch of those like Amazon stores where everything gets returned and they're on for like $5 on Thursdays, $3 on Fridays, $2 on Saturdays. Went to the mall to try and find you a wedding dress for your sister's wedding. Went to find iPad case. Like, it was just a day. It was just a weekend to go do the shit we want to. Did we spend more money than we want to every month? Yes.
Always.
But it is good to find a medium.
What's your thorn?
My thorn was the change of the golf course for my dad's golf tournament.
Oh, yeah. That was stressful.
We had booked a golf tournament. We booked the golf course. Beautiful course. I've never even played it, but I've been to some weddings there, and it's beautiful. It's difficult. It would have been a little bit of frustrating, but you're playing a 4-man scramble. One person in the group's got to figure out their fucking life. But I called, booked it. He said, yep, all good to go. Then I tried to book food with the same golf course, and they said, I'm sorry, but we have a wedding that day. And I'm kind of like, did you change that to green?
No.
Okay, that's cool. They said, we have a wedding booked that day, so you guys won't have access to the clubhouse, but you guys can have the patio. This golf tournament's 132 people. You might fit 45 on the patio. So at this point, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Where's everyone supposed to go? What happens if it rains? Where do I put the prizes? Where do we have someone there setting up so that everything's ready to go when people get back? I'm fucking freaking out. Because at this point, I've already released the flyer. I've signed up sponsors. I've got people signed up to play. I'm fucking pumped. And this happens. So now I got to fucking scramble. And like the other 3 local courses were booked. Anyway, it doesn't matter. One course came through. It's not as nice of a course, but it's still a really fun course for a scramble. It'll still be a good first year. And hindsight, I should have booked stuff farther in advance. It wasn't a last minute because it's like 5 months away, but it should be a year in advance to figure out this golf tournament type stuff. But now I've pre-booked the course that we really want to do it at years in advance.
Yeah.
But that was the thorn.
Okay.
What was your thorn again?
Budgeting for new things in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a couple of talking points from this week of things to talk about. Okay, the first one you have to fill me in on because you said, remember to ask me about this on the podcast.
Oh, shit.
So we were talking about your sister is pregnant and we're having a baby shower for her in June. And I said, I am taking care of the mimosa bar. And then Greg started giggling and then said, I'm so fucking dumb. And I said, why? And he said, nope, ask me about it on the podcast. So,
okay, so I clearly misunderstood you. Still, even if I did misunderstand you, it's still so dumb that this is where my mind goes to, but this is how I fucking process shit. If I would have just shut the fuck up for 4 minutes, not even 14 seconds, my mind would have realized what the fuck you were talking about. But I heard I'm making mimosa bars for my sister's bridal shower. Because I remember you talking about like, one that has alcohol, one that doesn't, one that's a blue mimosa, one that's a actually you didn't talk about that till after I fucking thought this. But you said I thought you said I want to make some mimosa bars for Hillary's bridal shower.
Oh God.
My mind immediately went to you're making a mimosa bar, like a protein bar.
Like a Nanaimo bar or something?
Yeah, but like mimosa.
What the fuck's a mimosa bar?
I don't fucking know, Kristen. If we can figure out how to freeze orange juice.
And make it into a bar?
Can you freeze champagne? It has alcohol in it, but it might freeze.
Yeah, I think so. That's a thing where you
What if
like
it was
freeze
like a
orange
slushy?
juice with
or like
champagne.
like a little frozen bar that has orange juice and
People make mimosas with like frozen orange juice ice cubes. So you fill your glass with champagne, you put the orange juice cubes in, and then as they melt.
that's a sweet idea.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking right now, but maybe I will. I don't know why. It was so dumb. And I was like, oh, mimosa bars. Like, how the fuck are you going to do that? And I was going to ask you, like, how the fuck do you make a mimosa bar? And then I immediately was like, you're a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, not your brightest moment.
I don't keep those moments to myself, though. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing your thanks for sharing that.
They're so loud. It's
They're
such an
so
aggressive
gross.
noise. But it's not like a... blah.
It's pretty gross. Okay. Next thing.
Okay.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, fucking great.
Why on earth do you have the urge to hit me with things?
This
Now-
needs to be your personal thorn.
It should have been, but when I'm going to clarify so people don't get all upset.
Sometimes I throw a right hook at her chin when
No.
she talks back to me.
I am not saying Greg abuses me, but in the truck the other day, he has a water bottle. Now it's a Smart water bottle. This needs to be clarified because the cap on those water bottles are dense. They are a thick, hard plastic. And Greg just looks at me with his hand on the bottle and says, I don't know why, but I really just want to pick this up and knock you on the forehead with it. And I said, I don't think you should do that. Oh, does someone not silence their phone?
Wow. More important things to deal with.
Apparently.
Okay.
So anyways, Greg then takes a couple extra seconds to think about what he's going to do. Decides he's going to do it to himself first. And fully just right on his forehead with the bottle. And then goes, oh, fuck. That hurts.
I don't know why. Okay. You sit there and I just get weird. Like you've mentioned before where you think that I have maybe like a minor version of Tourette's.
That's a joke. I don't actually think you have Tourette's.
No, I know, but it feels like it sometimes because like the urge is wild.
You have ADHD and impulsive thoughts.
But
Intrusive thoughts.
I sit there and I'm like, I don't know why. Like, you know that noise? Like that.
Oh, it made a fucking noise off of your forehead.
I just thought it'd be so funny. Like you're just driving. Like it's the same thing that when I want to push you into snowbanks when we're walking, or push you into like leaf piles, or
You're
bushes.
so nice.
No, okay. It's not that I want to hurt you. It's
I
just
know.
funny. Like
You think it's
imagine
funny.
like a couple's walking down the street, or imagine you're just walking down the street and you're walking towards a couple, and you just see all of a sudden the husband just and push the wife right into a bush.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, people will be like, what the fuck? Why would
laugh.
you do that?
People would laugh. You're telling me you wouldn't laugh at that?
I don't think they would laugh right away.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
I don't think they would laugh right away. I think they'd be like, what the fuck? That was rude. And then they'd see that I'm okay, that I'm probably laughing because I know that you're just a menace.
Probably laughing. I fucking.
Then
doubt
they'd
it.
laugh because they know I'm okay and I'm not upset that you just did that to me.
I highly doubt you would laugh.
If
But let's
you
try it.
watched someone else do that to someone, you would instantly burst into laughter like, that's so funny, that guy shoved her.
Kristen, if a husband was walking down the street,
How do you know it's her husband? What if it's her boyfriend and he's abusive and shoves her in a snowbank?
Okay, you can tell a big difference between a guy just going and a guy going fuck. You know what I mean?
saying.
I'm just saying, if you fucking stiff arms hard, it's gonna be hard. Like a light one is just bullshit. Yeet. And then just keeps walking with the dog, I might piss my pants. even if I did it to you, I would walk so far before I actually checked on you because I would just be doing it for the comedy part of it.
No one would probably see it though.
No, that's fine.
Okay, it's just so that
It's comedy for me.
Okay.
I can say to my stand-up act. So me and my wife were walking down the street, and one thing I didn't know about marriage, you can't push your wife into bushes.
There you go.
We're walking down the street, and I fucking yeeted her
Do
ass.
we have to do this in real life for you to be able to put it in your
This
act?
should be realistic.
It is realistic. You would do it.
Okay.
All I'm saying is I have a suggestion now that when you have these impulsive thoughts of hitting me with something or pushing me into something, do it to yourself first. Like the water bottle. Because once you did hit yourself in the forehead with that water bottle, you decided...
I hit you in the head with the water bottle, but just like the...
Not the cap.
The water bottle side.
Yeah. You decided that the cap would be a little bit too hard and would actually hurt.
I felt it in the middle of my forehead for a good couple kilometers.
Yeah, and then you did it again. You did it
Check
twice.
it out. Don't tell people that. Don't do that. I don't think that people need to hear that I do stuff like that.
I think they did.
Let's talk about... actually, you know, that should be my fresh thought.
I have one other thing you brought up that I need clarification on.
Okay.
Okay. Also from yesterday, we were driving and you said, let me just read this the way I wrote it down because I wrote down exactly what you said to me. Mm-hmm. Porn video is in a variety store.
Oh.
Do we need to? No. Why would you decide to start fucking with the light while we're doing this?
Honey, the green was so ugly. That's what I wanted it to be red.
Okay. Are you good?
Okay. Porn in a variety store. Okay. Because we still remember that.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember porn in a variety store?
Absolutely not.
Oh, maybe because you lived in fucking little hillbilly dibby. And you lived in a little hillbilly town.
I remember we had
fucking porn from your dad had to buy porn from his neighbor Neil, probably.
No.
Neil, send the DVDs.
I remember we had a video store and there was like an adults only section.
Okay, so
I don't know if it was porn though, or if it was just like R-rated movies and stuff.
No, there were some titties in there.
Okay. I don't know. I was friends with the girl whose family owned that video store. I'm not sure they would have had porn, but
okay, hear this.
Okay, yeah, variety store. Never seen that.
There was multiple stores in my hometown called Video 99. Okay, that's what it was called. And like it was
Is it like a chain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was a full convenience store in there. Everything you needed. But and they also got all the DVDs. Remember, it was always in convenience stores where you could get DVDs when they first came out. Because
No.
Not if you weren't close to a Blockbuster or a... Where else did you get DVDs?
We got them from the movie store. Like
What movie store?
Like the video rental store that we had.
In a town far away?
No, in Tavistock we had one.
Don't tell people your hometown. These really make me burp.
Enough. That's disgusting.
It'll be fine. Okay, so let's get back into this. Okay, porn in a variety store. We had variety stores that just had like a black curtain over a little room and it had all the porn in it. And I remember as a kid, my dad would be getting cigarettes and a pack of...
oh my God, I thought you were about to say your dad would be going back there to get porn.
Yeah, he brought me with him. Hey, stand out here, little fucker. I need to find something nice. Do you think your mom would like this? Okay, anyway.
Oh.
He'd be getting cigarettes, and he'd be like, you can pick a movie for you guys, like just pick a movie. And I'd be like laying down almost really low so I could see under the curtain.
You're such a little shithead
I
kid.
could fucking sneak under them and see them fucking tits and look at them. You know what I mean? And I was just like twiddling my beans. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't doing that.
Oh my God, your name should have been Damien.
Grow up. That's a shit name.
Yeah, you are the kid trying to sneak into the porn section in the variety store.
Damien.
And then you'd go to school the next day and be like, you guys want to come over and see some boobies?
Okay.
And then all the other parents would be like, fuck, that fucking Damien kid is showing my kid tits.
And
calling your mom.
Like, where the fuck did he get that?
Get control of your fucking kid.
No, okay. So I used to like sneak underneath and take a look at the boobies, and they were so aggressive. You know what I mean? You could see a dick every so often and a vagina, and I was like, oh my God, what is that? I haven't seen that before. Because there wasn't an internet yet. There was an internet, but like...
Dial up. Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Get off the phone! You know what I mean? Couldn't
Yeah.
see them cats. You know, and you could
Get off the computer. I'm waiting for a call.
Yeah, someone's trying to call me, Greg. Get off the fucking phone. Mom, I'm trying to look at cats. Like, we used to, like, remember when we finally got our first phone? There was, like, kind of like an internet browser, but it fucking loaded like a son of a bitch, and it was so expensive.
And every time you hit it, you're like, no, and you'd start to hit the end button like I didn't mean to.
Isn't that fucked up, too? The like, cell phone companies, like, oh, that motherfucker click browser again. 75 cents, 75 cents, 75 cents.
What was
like,
it called?
fuck?
Like JavaScript or something?
Yeah. Where did they go?
I don't know.
Fucking another coffee company, you know what I mean? Java.
Google.
Brutal. Yeah, what a fucking wild time. Then you started getting like a little iPhone or an iPod Touch.
Oh, I had an iPod Touch. I had
you
the
watch porn on that?
original. No.
What age did you start watching porn?
I was pretty old when I actually started watching porn. I remember like in high school, I'd like go on YouTube and look up like sex scenes from a movie.
That's such a woman thing to do. To be that like, oh my god, like a nice sex scene. I want
Because some porn is just a little too dirty.
Yeah, do you have a category that you just always listen to? Always watch?
Yes.
Actually?
Yes.
What is it?
It's not like a category. It's a production company that like makes porn for women.
Are you fucking serious? Hold on. For real? You have a specific porn company you go to?
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't make it through the opening fucking credits. First off, I have a work phone, so I don't go on porn. I have to go use Twitter or fucking Reddit. But when I didn't make it past the home screen. I'd go, bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, that looks good.
No, like I go on to Pornhub and you just look up like, I think it's called like Balesia House or Balesa House or something like that. And it literally says like, and their like tagline at the beginning, it says porn for women, made by women for women.
So it's not a girl like,
It's like, it's not as nasty.
it's not as aggressive?
Yeah.
Wow, we're on two different ends of the spectrum. I'm like, how many dicks can she get in her? And you're like,
No, you're not.
nice and delicate.
You do not watch that.
8-person gangbang, big black dicks. And you're like, diddly-dee-doo-doo, look at my little nice area.
You do not watch that.
Oh, that is so funny.
Wow, I really didn't think I was going to be sharing my porn preferences today.
One chick stuck.
I should show you it someday. I've actually recommended it to a lot of friends, and now they also watch it.
So fucking funny.
I just stumbled across it one day. There's a whole like category on Pornhub that says for women. What category do you click on?
I don't.
You literally
I've never
just
once clicked the
whatever's
category.
on the like popular page.
Whatever's on the fucking home screen. I don't make it to the fourth clip. And I always just immediately click
You also don't
halfway
use
through the
Pornhub.
video. I used to just click whatever video was on the main screen, click halfway through when she's just getting fucking.
So that's the difference between women and men. You
It took
can
me
like
6.5
4
seconds.
tugs and be done.
I fucking came in 4 strokes.
Women, we
You
need
ever
a
done
little
math?
more,
I
a little
come
more
in
story, a
4
little more
strokes with
build
hot
up.
cum. You're not at that episode of YMH yet, are you?
I don't think so.
I come in 4 strokes.
No.
My brother, I gave him some mouth and watched him. He came in 4 strokes.
I did watch the episode where they had that female porn star on, though. The one that's like, honestly, I didn't even realize until someone said that you have 1 in you and you have 2 in you. You have 3 in you. And I was like, wow, I am so proud of myself. Have you not watched that one?
First off, that might have been a little while ago. But you just jumped over the fact that I'm talking about a guy watching his brother jerk off on meth. You're just like, oh my God, I watched a porn star. Just like,
Oh.
1 of me and 2
See,
of me
I was
and
already
3 of me.
thinking about what I was going to say.
That's
And
how I react to everything you say. I don't ever listen.
I heard
Because
something
I'm
about
constantly
4
thinking,
strokes, and then I didn't
I'm
hear the
counting
brother part.
4 strokes.
We need to start wearing headphones, I think.
So we can hear each other?
Because the amount of times we just talked at the same time, people
Not
are going to
good.
be like,
I know. You need to make sure that when I'm speaking, you're listening. Anyway,
You talk significantly more than I do, so I think you need to stop when I'm talking.
that's fair. Wow, we really got out of hand here. We have not made it to Fresh Improv yet, and it's been almost a half hour. Kristen, Magic Mind. This shit is the best, okay? 2 ounces of pure joy in a bottle. We're not fucking spitting just whatever you want to hear. Go buy this product. It's the best thing that I've ever had. No, it literally did change our days.
It really did.
It was 4 cups of coffee by noon, and you're finally getting through your day. 6 o'clock, you get home from work. You're trying to cook dinner. You're already falling asleep. You can never do the stuff that you want to do in the day. Then I started drinking this thing. Magic Mind has lion's mane, ashwagandha, vitamins. It's got nootropics, aptogens, all in this little 2-ounce elixir. It comes green. You look at it and you're like, is that going to taste good? And you try it, and it does. It's actually the easiest thing to drink.
It is. It's way easier than any like greens powder I've ever had. It just has like a nice light, like fruity flavor.
Yeah, like almost like a little citrusy almost.
Yeah, it's kind of citrusy and like fruity, and it's not actually like a super strong flavor.
And it only has 3 grams of sugar. If you can make this taste really good with all those things, with that small amount of sugar, and it stopped me from needing so many cups of coffee. I have 1 iced coffee every single morning with barely a tablespoon of cream, and then I have this. And I make it through my entire day. I get home after work. I still have energy, and I'm not crashing. And we can get stuff done like this.
Absolutely.
And I finally got it back. As you've noticed, I haven't been yawning this episode. But if you go to www.magicmind.com/heart2heart, that's HEART, the number 2, HART, to get 56% off a subscription, or you can use HEART20, that's HEART, HART20 at checkout to save 20%. That is
what?
HEART20.
That's right.
Oh my God. Let's get back to the episode.
Fresh improv.
Okay. This one was yours.
This one was mine.
This was your idea. We never actually like come up with ideas before these, so we're just rolling into it. We've got go ahead.
I am a real estate agent.
Yeah.
I am showing you a house that just so happens to formerly be owned by a hoarder.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just the customer?
You are coming to view this house.
Okay. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Welcome.
Good.
Welcome. Come on in. Come on in.
Very excited.
All right. So, is this the first house you're seeing? Have you seen some others before?
This is the first one. Is the dog always here?
That's my dog. I just brought him with me today.
Oh, he's really searching around.
Yeah.
It smells like ass in here.
Yeah. So this house, it's got lots of potential, huge potential.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you looking for like a fixer upper? Is that something
for it to be finished?
Okay. Well, it might need some bits of work in certain areas, but yeah, it's got lots of potential. It's got lots of character.
Okay.
Okay. So it's got 7 bedrooms.
Oh.
4 bathrooms.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep, and it's 6,000 square feet.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's massive. That's 3 of this house.
Yeah,
that's 3 of my parents' house. This is big. What's it? What are they asking for it?
They are only asking $213,000.
213,000. That is so cheap.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of interest in it.
213,000 for 6,000 square feet.
Correct.
How big's the property?
Oh, there's no property other than the house.
So there's no like side yards, backyard, front yard.
No, it is just the house. But this is where there could be a lot of potential. You could potentially like take off some back rooms, turn that into a backyard. Lots of different things you could do with this house. So you're aware there will be a restoration company coming in.
Okay.
That just has to do a little bit of some cleanup work from the previous owner.
Can you show me the kitchen?
Yeah, right through this long hallway here. Come on in.
Was this a hoarder's house?
Yes, yeah. You could say the previous owner did have a bit of a hoarding.
Did they have like a sex house in here? It looks like a sex dungeon.
I could not say. I never met the owner. They sadly have passed.
Thank
So,
God.
yeah. So the restoration company will be coming in to clean things up and get things ready for the new owners.
How are they going to get this clean? There is stuff everywhere. There's condom wrappers. There's a dead mouse right there. There's fuzzy cuffs stuck to the wall with what looks to be chest hair stuck in it. And I only say chest hair because it seems weird to say pubic hair. There's a piece of fucking someone's hair sitting on the ground right there stuck in a drain that shouldn't be located in the center of a bedroom. I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck this house got built.
Well, unfortunately, the previous owner did pass in the house, so we will have to have someone come in and they'll throw out
Can you show me the main
everything you
bedroom?
see. Yep, down the hall, third door on your left.
Okay. Why is the body still here?
Oh, it's not, but it did leave quite a stain.
No, he's right there.
Oh my!
Why is he still here?
I was told that would be dealt
Are you
with.
just trying to show the character of the house?
No, I was told that would be dealt with before we
Why
started
is
the
his dick
showings.
in a bear clamp.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Why? Why? Why is his dick in a bear vice?
Can we stop there?
Kristen, real estate agent Kristen,
My name's Sharon.
Sharon, you brought me to a 6,000 square foot house with no fucking yard that needs a shit ton of work when I wanted a finished house, and there's a dead man in the master bedroom with a fucking dick in a bear clamp.
I didn't ask you to come anywhere. This is an open house.
Well, I'm pissed, and I'm going somewhere else.
Okay. Improv over.
Okay.
You are zero help when we do these.
Why?
You don't have to say the most outrageous shit that makes it impossible for me to answer.
Do you think anyone wants to listen to, oh, wow, what a beautiful house. Why is there so much stuff? Oh, well, he was a hoarder. He actually passed away. Oh, okay.
Why is
there's
his
a lot of
dick in a
opportunity.
bear clamp? Like, how
advice.
do I move on from that?
You're like, oh, I did hear he was into some wild shit. That makes sense with all the condoms and the hair everywhere and the drain in the middle of the floor.
I was not prepared for that.
Yeah, I got you. I did get you.
Oh, dear.
One of these days you
Okay.
might get me. Considering, dick in a bear clamp, that is suffering. Let's go to solve or suffer.
Jesus Christ.
Did you write yours?
I did.
Is it on your tablet?
It is.
Okay.
Do you need to write yours down?
No.
You already did?
Yes.
Okay.
I wrote mine on the thing that we're supposed to write.
I'm
them
also
on.
gonna keep track of my number of questions on my iPad.
Yeah, someone cheated last time.
Unknowingly.
You didn't cheat on the second one. You cheated on the first one, the original game.
No, I cheated on the second one.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you knew.
I didn't intentionally cheat. When we actually listened back to it, I think I asked 12 questions.
Well, we picked the category today because we just got a brand new bed frame. Super pumped about it. Really going to break it in tonight.
Oh, sure.
Home furniture is the category. We get 10 questions, if you haven't seen this before, to try and guess what the other person's thing is. The suffering part of it is there is something on the line here, okay? What is your punishment?
You have to give me a 10-minute foot rub.
Again? Mm-hmm. You're going to use that every time? How fucking original is that?
I didn't get it last time.
If I guess yours, you have to organize and clean the garage.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
I want like an instant thing.
Who goes first? No, you're doing it instantly. Like, you'll be doing it tomorrow after work.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. Who wants to go first? Me or you? You go ahead. 10 questions.
Like I'm guessing or you're guessing mine?
You're guessing mine.
Okay. I have my numbers up here, so I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, home furniture. Question numero uno. Do you sit on it?
No. That's a good first question.
Do you lay on it?
No. Mediocre second question. If you lay on it, you can sit on it.
Knowing you'll be like, well, you don't sit on a bed, you lay on it.
No, you can sit on a bed, though. Continue.
Do you sit at it?
No. There's a lot of sitting, laying shit going on here. You wasted 3 questions.
Is it hard?
Yeah.
Does it hang?
I'd say that it can, but most of them don't. 90% of them do not hang. You know what? Go to the mindset of it does not hang, because you will not think of one that does.
Does it turn on?
Yes. How many questions are you at?
6. Does it provide light?
Yes.
Is it a lamp?
It's a lamp. Fuck! That one is a pretty easy one once you figure out that it's turns on and off.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
Is yours
I'm
a
getting a
couch?
foot rub.
Is yours a couch?
No.
Is it a chair?
No.
Is it a bed?
No.
Fuck, I thought maybe you were giving me good questions to yours. Damn it, I'm 3 down. Does it go in a bedroom?
Yeah.
Is it a... Never mind. You said yes, which means it could be in more than one room. Do you put stuff in it?
No.
It's in the bedroom. You don't put stuff into it. You don't lay on it. Or it's not a bed chair. Can you lay on it?
No.
How many questions am I at?
6.
It goes in the bedroom. You don't lay on it. You don't put stuff in it. Is it a mirror?
No.
Why am I wasting these? Do you hang it up?
No.
This is furniture. You don't sit on it. You don't lay on it. You don't hang it up. You don't put stuff in it. It's in the bedroom.
Do, do, do,
Did we put the same
do,
thing?
do, do. Is that your question?
No.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
How many questions do I have left?
2. Do,
Is it a lamp?
do, do.
It is? We picked the same thing?
We did.
That's hilarious. Wow.
If you want proof, it literally says lamp.
Yeah, it does. That's funny.
Do you want me to pick a new one? Is that not fair, maybe? Because
No.
You wouldn't
I
be
guessed
thinking
You're cleaning
it.
the garage. Like, oh, if we both guess it, do you don't get the punishment?
I don't think so.
Uh,
Because we both did well.
we did do well. Do you want to pick a different furniture?
No.
No, we're good?
No, I think that was a pretty successful round.
Damn it, I really wanted you to have to clean and organize the garage. I was just going to stand there. This goes here. This goes there.
We never said you could control me organizing the garage.
Deal with controlling kids. You have some crazy stories about kids.
I do.
Yeah, let's hear them.
This is hug or hurdle.
Hug or hurdle?
I decided to have a look at what some wild things that kids say and do. Mm-hmm. So, here's a couple.
All right, let's hear it. Damien was in the fucking variety store looking at porn and jerking off behind them.
See, hold on. A lot of them aren't written like a story. They're like, he said, da-da-da-da. I said, da-da-da-da.
Okay.
So, the kid says, Daddy, can I tell you a secret? I say, sure thing, buddy. He grabs my face and whispers, I just pooped and I didn't wash my hands.
Oh, that's
What would
gross.
you? I'd just be like, thanks so much.
I'd be like, go wash your hands. Not on his walk to the bathroom. I'd kick him in the back.
I would like pick my wedgie and then go,
Oh,
now you
that's
know how I
rude.
feel.
I'd rub my asshole and shove my fingers in his nostril.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
You just
Maybe
took what I
shouldn't have
said
kids.
10 times more.
Yeah.
Okay. So next one is my 9-year-old son. After I tried to teach him about being respectful, his punishment was to write why he was being rude. And here's his letter.
Okay.
These are reasons why I was rude. One reason I was rude is because I can be a real dick in the morning. Another reason why I was rude is because I can be an asshole sometimes. Another reason why I was rude is because I only had the balls to say it. That's why I was rude.
It sounds like he used it as a reason just to swear. Just to write swear words.
The best part is the picture I'm looking at. The mom has like crossed out dick and wrote grumpy pants. But left asshole.
What would it sound like if you read it grumpy pants? Because I was being a
One
grumpy
reason
pants?
I was rude is because I can be a real grumpy pants in the morning.
It's brutal. Okay, next one. That one was mediocre. I might start rating these. That one was a 2.
Oh, sorry.
First one was a 5.
One of my first grade students and I were comparing favorite taco toppings. Student, what about cheese? I love cheese. Student, oh, not me. I can't eat cheese. I'm lactose intolerant.
Lactose?
I'm lactose intolerant.
That sounds like racism. That kid is a fucking grade A racist. And they're starting him young.
It's like all those sayings that people think they're saying correctly, like bone apple teeth. Instead
Who the fuck says that?
You've never seen those? Where people like type it out?
Bone apple teeth.
Yeah. Instead of bon appetit. Bon apple
That
teeth.
person's autistic.
Maybe.
Dude, I'm lactose intolerant. You're fucking racist is what you are. At first, that little kid has a Confederate flag.
Okay, I got 3 more.
Okay.
They're all pretty quick though. So the next one is a dad and a daughter are leaving the house and their Ring doorbell catches this on camera. The little girl says, "I love you, Daddy." And he says, "Oh, thank you. I love you too." And then she says, "But not more than Mommy." And the dad just responds with, "Oh, thanks for that."
Yeah, that's rough. That'd be depressing.
I would cry if I had a kid and they told me they didn't love me as much as they loved you.
You'd cry?
I'd be upset. I'm upset that I think our dog likes you more than me.
He does lately.
Such a dick.
Yeah. Continue.
Today, my nephew came up to me while I was watching Spider-Man and said, "Spider-Man to his uncle is like me to you. So I'm like Spider-Man, and you're like an old dead guy."
Does it say the age of these people?
No, it just says my nephew.
Oh, that's
The letter about being rude was a 9-year-old. Oh, this one says the age.
old dead guy.
Shopping with my 3-year-old. The woman in front of us is berating our cashier over something minimal and out of the cashier's control. I speak up and say, "Lady, I know you're frustrated, but you don't need to act like a witch." My 3-year-old says, "A witch?" And then starts looking towards the ceiling and says, "Is a house going to fall on her?" You know, like Dorothy,
Yep.
the Wizard of Oz. I laugh and say, "Maybe." My 3-year-old says, "We should go to another line." The original woman is fuming and the cashier is trying so hard not to laugh. I thought that's funny.
I honestly zoned out about halfway through, missed a little bit of it. But I'm assuming they left one cashier. The cashier was pissed off because they referred to her as a witch and they went to another cashier. Was that close?
No.
Aw.
You really ruin podcasting with you.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This is like the 3rd episode you've done this.
Kristen, I listened to all of them, and that one for some reason got fucking gating off. I got thinking about helping people sucks, and I just want to let you know that I'm sorry. They walked up, they thought she looked like a witch. The daughter said that.
No. And I'm not retelling it.
Actually,
No.
let me see it.
Be careful. You have to go back to Reddit. I closed it.
I gotta fucking figure out how to open the goddamn thing. Apple stuff is so weird. So weird. Oh.
Pause.
The reason why I was rude.
Scroll.
Shopping with a 3-year-old. The woman in front of us is berating our cashier over something minimal out of the cashier's control. I speak up and say, "Lady, I know you're frustrated, but you don't need to act like a witch." 3-year-old, a witch, starts looking towards the ceiling. Is a house going to fall on her? I laugh and say, "Maybe." Okay, the story was pretty good. It wasn't great. Like, it's still a 3, but it gets a little bit an extra bonus point to a 4 because I didn't listen to you say it the first time.
I don't need your pity bonus point.
You know what? I think that helping people's cap.
Tell me about it.
I just think that I sign up for too much shit.
That's very true.
I sign up to help people do stuff all the time, and like that really sounds like a feel bad for me because I sign up to help people. You're such a good person. Oh my God. No, it's just like certain things that you sign up to do that you think are going to be easy, and they're never fucking easy. Like, I think I've seen a million of those like TikTok or Instagram reels where it's like you and the boys starting to do a 2-hour automotive job 5 hours later. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I did my sister's brakes, my brother-in-law's brakes this past weekend, and started at 9 a.m. and was done at 1.
Yeah. It's like the last time you did an oil change on my car, and then you were really angry when you finished and said, I'm not fucking doing any more oil changes on your stupid car.
Was it an oil change? It was
so
brakes.
long. No, it was the last oil change because of where it's positioned or something in my car. It's always a fucking pain. And you also don't like doing my brakes because my
I
lug
don't remember
nuts.
ever doing an oil change on your cruise.
Yeah. You have.
Where?
At the shop.
I don't remember ever doing an oil change.
You definitely did because I never used to pay to have them done, and I do now.
Well, I just I think that we take up so much of our schedules signing up or just saying yes to everything, and I think it's bullshit. I don't think you should have to. I don't think that someone should feel bad that you just don't want to.
Yeah, I think you've also gotten the reputation now of you will always say yes when someone asks you to help them with something. So now people will come to you that for something that they like maybe could have asked someone else to do, but they're like, Greg is always willing to help. I'm going to ask Greg.
Yeah, maybe.
Not
I
the like
also,
changing brakes thing. Like you really are the person that they need to ask to do that because they don't have someone else to do it. But just like, I don't know, when other people are like, hey man, like I know you drive a lot for your job. Like, do you think you could go like pick this up for me? I bought it on Marketplace, stuff like that. Like
had that.
It's because you've said yes one time that now you're that person they're going to go to.
Yes. I think that the thing I'm trying to think of that's fucking bullshit is that no one should have the right to be upset that you don't want to.
Yeah, you should be
Not
able to
about,
say
like-
like, no, sorry, I can't this time.
Not even about helping. Like, hey, we should get together this weekend. Do you have anything going on? I shouldn't have to have something going on to say no. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like you have to have something going on to say no.
Yeah, but we also know some people who will say like, no, we don't want to go out for dinner. Like we already planned what we're going to eat. And we're like, fucking squares. You can't just eat that for dinner tomorrow. Like, right?
Okay, that is true. I get that. It's just because I'd rather someone say, honestly, we've been fucking busy. We want to get some of our own shit done. We don't have anything specifically planned out yet, but I just wanted to leave my weekend free.
Yeah, that's
Would
fair.
be a lot easier than a fucking I've already planned dinner.
Well, it's when we're like asking them, you want to go grab dinner tonight? Well, we already pulled meat.
Yeah. That one's bogus, but I get it. I know what you mean. Maybe I am hypocritical. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm hypocritical about.
Everybody's
I don't fucking
hypocritical.
notice it. But I just think that, fuck, you want a weekend, do nothing.
Yeah.
You want to go to bed early, go to bed early. You want to not drink, don't drink. You want to not smoke weed, don't smoke weed. Fuck peer pressure. Fuck the bullshit.
I hate when you have
backlash.
to explain it to some people. Like the whole non-drinking thing. Like I've heard when you've told people like, oh, I haven't drank since the New Year. Why?
I literally said I'm not yawning.
I know. But like you say that and people are like, oh, why? Like they almost get concerned like, oh, do you have a problem? Like,
Yeah.
it's like because I decided to try not and see how I feel. Or if I say it, everyone's like, oh, okay.
Like pregnant thing?
And they get this little like fucking, I know why you're not. It's like, no, you don't. I'm not pregnant. Bitches.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is, I don't know, man. You 1 minute you think like you're a whiny bitch for being the person that's like, I don't want to drink. I've been feeling not great. I don't want to eat like shit. I want to lose weight. And it just feels like you're like, why are you so inconvenient? Just eat out with us. Drink with us. Hang out with us.
You know what I think's hilarious that I saw on TikTok the other day? Someone complaining that the sober life is now trendy.
It is getting more...
It's getting more popular, but like... I just can't stand where like the attitude behind it is coming from. Like, why are you shitting on it? Like, that's a bad thing. Oh, heaven for fucking big that a healthy lifestyle is getting more popular and is trendy.
I definitely am not going to be the person that jumps on social media and says, what the fuck? Like, everyone just decides they're going to be sober now.
You know who it is? It's our parents' generation. That's saying shit like that. Oh, it's trendy now to not drink. Yeah, because our generation is actually concerned about our health and our mental health, because that's a huge part of drinking.
Do you think when we're 45, we're going to be pissed off at the younger generation?
I'm sure we are, but I don't think I'm going to be pissed off at like stuff like that. That it's like, oh, you're anxious when you drink? Probably a good idea you don't drink anymore.
I just like... Obviously, technology, mental health, all that shit has become so much bigger and so much more talked about and respected. But I think to myself, like, if you think about our parents' generation, how fucking stubborn and stuck in their ways, and maybe it's just because of how old they are and how many years of doing something they've been doing something and they just don't want to change. Or as the generations go on, are we getting softer and more open to have different ways of things changing? Like, is the next generation going to be super fucking soft and have no balls or guts or any ability to stick to what they want to do or the things that they should do?
I don't know if I would say it's because we're softer. Like, it's making me think of, like, when I've heard people my parents' age say, like, everyone has anxiety now. Oh, everyone claims they have anxiety. They do. People our age, almost all of them probably do have anxiety. Why do they have anxiety? Because we're in crippling debt from school. We can't buy houses because the housing market's booked. We don't get paid what we should get paid for all the schooling we do for work. Like, we have a lot of stuff that happened to our generation that makes people anxious at this stage in their life.
I will argue.
I'm sure they did too.
I will argue with any fucking baby boomer about their time being just as hard as ours.
Yeah, I don't think
the like physical hard work thing being harder then than it is now. Yeah. Things got a little easier.
How'd that pay off for you?
How's your knees, Carl?
How's your hip replacement?
Fuck boy. Now, well said. You just think about, like, you didn't have to go to school. You didn't have to finish fucking high school. You get a decent paying job, and by the time you were 35, 40, you were making great fucking money, and it kept getting higher and higher, and you kept getting the proper inflation. And I understand that now you're still not making enough to, like, meet today's times, but you bought a fucking house, or might have. You've either bought a house for, like, 15, 20, maybe 30, maybe 120, maybe even $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
If you bought a house 10 years ago for $250,000 and you make $100,000 now, you're making like 1.25. No, that's so stupid. That's not a way I should put it. Let's just say you bought a $200,000 house 10 years ago. You make $100,000. You make 50% of what your house cost is.
Yeah.
I was seeing make great fucking money, and we're like a fourth of what a fucking this house costs.
I was watching a video that was talking about this the other day, and they showed like a whole breakdown of like 30 years ago, the cost of living, the average wage, the average price of a house. And it showed how it's changed over the years. And it was showing that right now, a joint income household, like a dual income household, is paying 70% of their wages to rent. Not even to like a mortgage, to rent. Wow, did we get off topic?
Yeah. Helping people sucks. I know it just feels like a way to bitch, but like sometimes it's just an easy thing to dive into. Like it's just
I like talking about it so that maybe when people our age are listening to this, they're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not alone. A lot of people are feeling like this. Or maybe people that aren't our age can listen to this and be like, oh, yeah, I never really thought about it that way.
Yeah. And not everyone that age is like that. That's a
no,
crazy thing
it's the same as when they like generalize that everyone our age is the same. We're not saying that. We're just, everyone's got their own shit.
Yeah. Life can be hard.
Yeah.
Things can suck.
Things can also be good.
Helps you.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
Come back next time for some more laughs.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye.